channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour so you get those bets in for those prime time games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru is we give you live free sports picks from the prime time games tonight. We do it Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We get help from our Pick Dogs cappers. And let's take a look at who's on for today's show. We got Chris Ruffolo serve as co-host. Got James Clark, who's doing very well top of leaderboards. Damian Sosh will join us bottom of the hour. Alex Smart will be with us there in the center. Tony Brown again on location on his way to the sportsbook to get those bets in. We know the Lakers are in action tonight. We'll be able to be surprised who he's on today as we get when we get his pick. You see him at top of the leaderboards. He's doing very well. Ninos joins us. Rod Zawacki is ready to go here tonight, and we got a good crew. And let's take a look at how they'll line up for tonight's show. We'll get us started here with Smart, Brown, Ninos, then it's Zawacki, Clark, Ruffolo, Sosh, and then I will go ahead and close it out. All right, let's bring in Chris. Chris, you ready for go? Ready to roll here? You're all nice and fed before the show?
Yes, Tony, I am.
All right.
If I miss another meal, I'm going to fall through a crack in the floor. So we might as well get started.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So welcome Alex Smart to the show. Alex, how you doing today?
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Oh, we're doing really well. Well, we're picking on Chris. So we got caught eating off he got caught eating when we went back to the 3-shot off of cameras. So he's a little sensitive about that.
Sensitive. Yeah.
All right.
It was because he was jealous that he didn't have crumbs in his beard like I did. I was saving them for later. Tony was jealous that he didn't have any.
I know. I was hungry myself. No question. All right, Alex, you're looking at a Big Ten game tonight with Maryland hosting Nebraska at 7 Eastern time. It's Maryland laying 10.5 total, 135.5.
Yeah, Maryland's been inconsistent all season long. Really, how can you even set a line on a Maryland game? Because you don't know, where these guys are going from one day. This guy has to be the most unfocused group I've ever seen. Nebraska's got some momentum off a big win against Penn State, a late driving score that pulled them out by 1 point. And, I'm going to drag that momentum into this game and against a Maryland team that just has big-time issues focusing and staying motivated on a consistent basis. So I'm going to take the points here with Nebraska.
All right, Alex Smart here on Nebraska, plus 10.5 here against the Maryland Terrapins. All right, Chris, Maryland, a team that really struggles shooting the basketball.
Yeah, they do, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say flabbergasting, but it just makes you shake your head. There's still, I'd say, NBA-level talent on this team. Eric Ayala, Aaron Wiggins, Daryl Morcell. There's some decent players on this team, but for whatever reason, they lay big numbers, and they just can't get there. I mean, it's the lesser of two evils in this game. I think Nebraska, they're not given enough credit on most nights, and I think this is giving too much respect to Maryland just for having a home court advantage with no fans. So I would lean towards Nebraska getting the points as well.
All right, agreement here on Nebraska plus the 10.5 against the Maryland Terrapins. All right, Alex, let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. You're doing very well in the NHL, over 400 units of profit. We got some hoops action with some action on the ice. What you got going on over at Big Dogs Premium?
Just continual NBA, college basketball, NHL. Looking forward to Major League Baseball action. And, I was actually looking at some UFC stuff for the next couple of weeks. So we'll see where that goes, too.
All right, check out Alex Smart over at Big Dogs Premium. You get one of his one-day passes and take those winnings and upgrade to one of those long-term passes you see there, the 3, 7, and 38 all sports pass over at Big Dogs Premium. That's the best value on the site, as you'll get every play that Alex releases from the NBA, college hoops, as well as NHL for the time period you select at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers there, NHL over 400 units documented this season. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you in a couple of days.
See you at the strip club, Chris. Okay, guys.
All right, I'll see you guys.
I'll save you the seat right in the front. Don't worry. I got the nice That's okay. That's okay. I won't lie to you. Wait, hold on. Yeah, the door's closed. Okay. At the strip club, I can't either. So we're good. Don't worry about it. I'll save you the seat right next to me at the front. I got the gold-plated reserve sign in my pocket at all times. I just put the napkin over the drink. You're good.
All right, he'll get you covered there, Alex. All right, have a great night. All right, Alex Smart here on the drive-thru.
Getting him covered may not be the best choice of words to use given the situation we just portrayed there.
No cover charge. How's that?
Another bad choice of words. You cannot mention the word cover. In any sense of the word.
All right, any sense of the word. All right, we'll continue here on the drive-thru, and now it's time to go to Las Vegas and welcome Tony, Red Hot Tony Brown. You see him on top of every leaderboard. Last 24 hours, last 7 days, last 30 days this year. Tony Brown, I know you're headed to the sportsbook ready to clean up again tonight.
You know it, man. Us handicappers are like creatures of superstition. I made the pick from the drive-thru last week. It hit big, real easy. Let's make it 2 in a row.
I know you had that big order because you were in that drive-thru for a long time, man. So you got that appetite Ruffolo?
I got to get me and Chris some food, man.
that stay in the drive-thru put me to shame.
That was a long time in the drive-thru, brother. Big orders. All right, Tony Brown, let's get some money. Let's win some more money again. We're going to look at NHL tonight. Penguins hosting the Capitals with the Penguins laying $1.25, total 6.5. This one at 7 Eastern time.
Yeah, this is a great spot for the Penguins. You guys, if I assume that I do this show for people who know me or have been watching for a while, so if you know me, you know I can get real elaborate with the write-ups and the picks and all that. And sometimes I just like to keep it simple. And this is one of those where we just keep it simple. No over-handicapping for this one. Washington has coming into this game on a 4-game losing streak. They dropped their last 4 skates, period, including a 6-3 loss to Pittsburgh. They got doubled up. Pittsburgh has dominated this series as of late. They've taken 7 of the last 10 skates. And Pittsburgh is lights out at home. The Penguins are 5-0 in their last 5 home skates. So we got a dominant team at home against a team that they've dominated that's on the slump. Keep it simple, stupid. We're taking Pittsburgh at home and minus 125. You're not going to get a better line than that for the Penguins at home on 5-game winning streak. So we're going to slam. That's a big play for us tonight.
All right, Red Hot Tony Brown, Pittsburgh Penguins minus 125 against the Capitals. This is a TV game, 7 Eastern time on NBC Sports Network. All right, Chris, we know you do the videos with Rod Zawacki every night for the NHL. Your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, I won't lie to you. At first, when I first glanced at this game, I was like, man, you got to think that the Capitals are due at some point. And I was on the Capitals in the morning show, but I did a little bit more digging. I think my personal favorite play here is the over. Just 2 teams that have struggled defensively. Over 7-0 in the last 7 meetings. I could easily see a 4-3, 5-3 win for Pittsburgh here, or either way you slice it. But I'm on the over in this one. I think I'm going to stick with a high-scoring game.
You're looking at a high-scoring game. Of course, Tony Brown here on the Penguins laying $1.25 against the Washington Capitals. All right, Tony, we've been talking about the numbers. You have just been on fire here. Past 30 days, over 1,200 units of profit, number 1 in the NHL. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I mean, it's just per usual with me, man. I'm a creature of habit. I like to stick to my guns. Every day we have a play out of each league. I don't just handicap one sport. We got MLB, NHL, NBA, UFC. You know, we got it all. So I try to give you the best play out of each league that I can. There's no sense of buying a one sports pass like, i.e. football, baseball, basketball. Get the all sports pass, whether it's for 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. That way you get every single pick I release from every sport, playoffs and championship picks included, for one low price. And, I love the transparency record over there, so I don't have to talk about it. Everyone likes to toot their own horn, but numbers don't lie. As you can see, this week, this year, this month, 24 hours, and all the way back to when I first started handicapping, I'm consistently at the top of the leaderboard. Took me a little bit longer to get here because I just came to the site, but now that I'm here, I plan to stay here. You serious about making money betting sports? You can't afford not to get my pass.
You absolutely get that long-term pass from Tony Brown. You see the numbers, 1,220 units of profit past 30 days across the board. Fantastic performance from Tony Brown. Of course, number 1 NHL document over there. You can check him out over at his profile page. You'll see every play that is released. It's full transparency. Why not go ahead and get that 30-day all-sports pass from Tony Brown? That'll be every play that it releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for 30 days, and there you'll come home a winner. All right, Tony, as always, we appreciate your contribution to the show. We know you're en route to the sports book, ready to win another pile of cash. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you in a couple days.
Man, as always, I appreciate you guys having me. I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday, and we'll see if the Penguins can win us a pile of cash tonight.
All right, let's get the pile of cash here from the Penguins. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru, guys. All right, we'll continue on here. Just a reminder to subscribe to our channel. We have free picks every single day. And, of course, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bittler, and Chris on the show with Mitch at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So subscribe. And, of course, we come on Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We've got the MMA show Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And there's a lot of spot shows around some of the MMA events, so be sure to check it out. Best way to do it is subscribe, set those notifications, so when we're live, you're able to get notified. And of course, give us that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate it. It helps build our audience, Chris. I see lips moving, but I don't hear any volume. I see, Chris.
Sorry, I had a coughing fit off the screen. I realized I forgot to. Okay, fine. I was crunching. I was in crunchy, and I didn't want anybody to hear it. No, it helps us out a ton. It helps us build the audience. It helps us also, build and give out more premium content. It allows us to give you guys more stuff like the MMA show. Like the drive through the morning show. We see all the videos that Mitch and myself and Rod do, and as well as Payne and Brad. It's all because of the support that we get from the Pick Dogs family, all the subscription, all the likes. So no matter what, we really appreciate it. But if you guys can just give us a thumbs up, it means the world. Doesn't cost you a thing. It helps us out a ton.
Yeah, give that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate it. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. Welcome El Ninos to the show. Al, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, Al, let's take a look what you got tonight. NHL, Golden Knights hosting Avalanche. This one at 10 Eastern time. We got Golden Knights laying $1.15, total 5.5.
Yeah, Vegas will be giving the Avalanche the rematch after beating them 1-0 last night. It was a great defensive battle. I'm going to take a wild guess and say they're going to score more than one goal tonight. Obviously, these are two of the best teams in the league, but I do believe that Vegas is that much better. Top 2-3 teams, depending on who you're asking. I'd lean more closer to the second best team in the league right now, at least. Colorado had been playing well until they split their series with the Kings and the Ducks, and they didn't really look too good in their last two games against the Wild either, splitting those two. But yeah, again, so this was almost a premium play, but the one thing I didn't like was it would look like Vegas was going to start their backup goalie, but they've confirmed that their number one goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury, will be starting. So I really like this play a lot now, and I fired away as soon as I heard that. And yeah, I'm going with the Golden Knights here on the money line.
All right, Alan, Golden Knights money line minus 115 against the Avalanche. All right, Chris, I know you covered this game with Rod Zawacki. What do you think?
This is one that Rod and I were butting heads on, but I'm going to be on the same side as Al here. I like Vegas at home perennially since their inception into the league. Vegas, fans or not, has always been a strong home team. Colorado, I like the direction this team is headed, but I just think for tonight, with everything's just pointing to Vegas, especially Vegas at home. I like Vegas with the cheap price at home in this one.
Cheap price at home, number one goalie in there. Vegas Golden Knights, like $1.15 against the Avalanche. All right, Al, showing positive results here past 7 days, looking over at Pig Dogs Premium. What you got going on over at the site tonight?
Yeah, real quick, Chris mentioned the home ice advantage, but just to let you guys know how good they've been there. They're 8-1-1 at home, while Colorado's just 3-3-1 on the road. So yeah, that's another big advantage for Vegas there. Yeah, I got some basketball, got some my favorite NHL plays still up there. 4 NBA, 3 college basketball plays. I got the basketball 7-pack, and then NHL plays sold separately for whatever you're into.
All right, guys, check out El Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got that big 7-pack from Hoops. Got some individual NHL. Get on board. Get that one-day pass. Take those winnings. Make that upgrade to a long-term pass in the plus money here in past 7 days with El Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we will talk with you next week.
See you then, guys. Have a good one.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. I will continue here on our coverage here, and it's time to welcome to the show Rod Zawacki. He'll find him here on the drive-thru, as well as the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch and company. Rod, how are things going?
Yeah, things are going good, Tony. Going good. We got a winner last night. Let's try to get another winner tonight.
Yeah, you had a great one. I like that Washington State game. That one was a really, really good one last night. And they were ahead at halftime. They get the cover. And right now we're going to look at one tonight here with St. John's hosting Xavier. This one with St. John's laying a 1.5, total 154, 8:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, we got a big game here, Xavier and St. John's, and notably, if you history of this map here, Xavier has definitely owned the edge of getting the more wins. That's for sure. It's been a while since St. John's has actually beat Xavier, but we're looking at it this year. St. John's at home. They're 8-2. They're 7-3 against the number. Xavier on the road is 2-1 on the road. 3-0 against that number, but we're gonna change that tonight. This St. John's team, their offense has been rolling. Last 10 games, they're 7-3, 8-2 against the number. Xavier is also 7-3, and they're only 7-3 against the number. One game less, so this is going to be quite the battle. But for me, St. John's has the better offense in this game, and it showed last game. Xavier has one guy, Zach Fremantle, and he's just a beast for Xavier. But the rest of the team just didn't show up in their last game. And the bench just looked awful for Xavier. And for me, this game looks like we're going to have high-scoring track meet written all over it, as both defense aren't the greatest defenses for these teams. So in this high-scoring track meet, I'm going to take the better offense, and I think St. John's finally gets Xavier's number here and gets a win. Lay the -2 or 2.5, whatever you can get. I see 1.5s out there too. So shop your number, but take St. John's to get the win tonight.
St. John's 1.5 to 2. Shop for the best number on this one. All right, Chris, St. John's really good at covering spreads.
They've been absolutely tearing the cover off the ball over the last couple of months. I think they were 11-1 or 12-1 against the number in their last 13. You just kind of wonder if Xavier's going to really put their foot down and just, draw a line in the sand, 3-0 against the number on the road. This was personally like a one that I didn't go anywhere near from the side. I did like the total. I like the over 154. I just think that, these are two teams that are going to be in a track meet. I could see this one, at least getting maybe one or if not both teams into the high 70s, low 80s. So I'm on the over in this one.
Looking at the over. All right, Rod Zawacki, you like that over too?
I do. That's why I said we got a track meet in this one tonight. The defenses
Absolutely.
aren't very good. We're definitely got a track meet. Who's going to score more? I think St. John's scores more.
Right.
From what I see in the last game, they got one guy. Unless he goes off and goes nuts, I think St. John's gets the win here.
All right, St. John's laying the 1.5 against Xavier. Rod Zawacki's been red hot on the drive-through. Let's keep it up here with Rod. All right, guys, let's take a look here at what's going on over at Pig Dogs Premium. Rod, really good NBA run, nearly 400 units of profit for the season.
Yeah, we had a nice day yesterday in the NBA. Went 3-1. Today we got Tackle the Books. I got a 5-pack for you. I've got 2 college basketball, 2 NHL, and 1 NBA. Don't miss out on these as we're going to tackle the books and grab some more cash with these winners on Tuesday night.
Tuesday winner. Tackle the books here with Rod Zawacki. You see the numbers here. NBA document 385 units of profits. Got a one-day pass. Of course, the best. Get the one-day pass and take those winnings, as I always say, is make that upgrade to the long term. And that's where the best value is. If you would get every play that Rod releases over at Pig Dogs Premium, NBA, college hoops, NHL. That's the way to do it over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Yeah,
and we'll listen to you in the morning.
Someone stepped on a duck yesterday. It's all their fault. That's why we didn't hit our little bird cage at the end of the show.
Yeah, that was quite a bird cage. That would have been quite a payoff.
Close. Someone stepped on a duck.
Yep, they sure did. All right, Rod, get that winner home tonight, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
You too. Have a good evening.
All right, Rod Zawacki here on the drive-thru, who's been tearing up here on the show with this pick. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And by the way, if you miss any pick on the show, stay tuned for the end because we recap every play. And of course, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate help build our audience. All right, let's continue on and welcome another capper here who's been doing very well. It's James Clark. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. James, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How y'all, fellas?
We're doing well. I wish we could do as well as you. Looking at the leaderboards, the way you've been doing, where you've been hitting. All right, you're looking at this game here, late night, 10:30 Eastern time, with the Suns hosting the Brooklyn Nets. This one's up to the Suns 7. You can shop around. There's some 7.5s out there. Total 227.
Yeah. This morning when I first looked at it, I thought Kyrie was going to play, and I had it at 5. I liked it at 5. Now it's at 7. And like you said, 8. I see a letdown spot myself here for the Suns. They see just Harden coming at them. They think they got this. The Suns they won 9 of their last 10 games. So they are on it's time for a letdown spot. And the Nets has been playing good. They've won 6 of their last 4 games, shooting 52%. And actually been playing decent defense, holding their teams to 122 points instead of 130 like they was averaging. So I know probably before this game goes off, this number's probably going to go higher. So I might you probably want to wait around to see if this number gets to 10, but I like it at 7 or 8.
All right, there you go. The James Carter with the Brooklyn Nets at 7. You can shop around. There's some 7.5s out there. Pretty big number here in this game. All right, Chris, this overnight line was -2. It's a big number now, up to 7.5. That's and looking at with James here, just a little too much of a line move.
Yeah, you know what? For me, and this is one thing, is that if you were telling me that it was Kyrie that was out, I'm a lot easier to be on the Nets. But the problem for me is that Kevin Durant's been the linchpin of that offense this year. And with Durant out, I just had a hard time getting on the Nets today. That's why I was on the Suns earlier. And, without Kyrie, like I said, I don't think it makes as much difference because this team is used to playing without Kyrie, and they actually had success without him. But without Durant, the Matador defense that James Harden likes to play, I see him holding the red cape out there and letting Devin Booker go right by him. I'm gonna be on the side. Maybe the kiss of death going up against a hot handicapper like James, but we'll have to see how it plays out tonight.
Hey, James, why don't you give us a last word on your side here with the Nets?
Well, like I said, I mean, if you look at it, the Suns is red hot, but I'm telling you, I look for a letdown spot. I look for them. This game's gonna be easy. I look for them to be up first half, probably 15 or 20. Next thing you know, here they come, backdoor cover. I mean, that's what I see. I mean,
yeah, that's a huge line.
It wasn't surprising.
Yeah, a 6 point. We could see a 6 point line movement tip off if this gets to 8. That's just too many. That's a lot of points there from an overnight to with one player out there. It's a huge line move there if you can get the 8 in this one, because we're seeing some 7.5s now pop up. But you're on record here.
That's almost like the level of like what the Clippers and the Heat were last night when you found out Kawhi and Paul George was out. And then it started Clippers -5.5, and it shifted all the way through 0 to Heat -3. That's a 9-point line move, and now we're talking about 6, and we're talking about a big adjustment. Man, this week's been crazy for line moves, I'll tell you.
Yeah, huge line move on this one. All right, James, we talked about the numbers here over at Pig Dogs Premium. Let's take a look. You're doing fantastic work. 596 units of profit past 7 days. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I got a 9-pack going on tonight. 9 picks for 3 sports, 2 NBA, 2 hockey, and 4 college basketball I really like. I also got a 3-pack. It's just got hockey and basketball, and I also got a 5-pack. It's just got all basketball. So if you ain't tried me, go grab my picks. A lot of them tip off at 7 o'clock. But my 3-pack, it's a later if you want to wait till later. But if you want to grab the 5-pack, and like I said, try me out. I've been hot this last week, so let's see what we can do tonight and the rest of the week.
All right, check out James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. Nice volume of plays up there for tonight. He's got his one-day passes. He even got the late-night pass. He gave you the TNT game here for the show, the doubleheader game. A good time to get on board with James Clark. You see the numbers here, nearly 600 units of profit past 7 days. Try out his one-day pass, and then, of course, take those winnings. Get the All-Sports Pass. Go long-term, even that 30-day All-Sports Pass from James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, James, as always, great having you on the show. Good night with your plays, and let's get those Nets to cover, and we'll talk with you next week.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, you're welcome, everybody. We'll see y'all next week. James Clark here on the drive-through. All right, we'll continue on here with our coverage. Guys, I know, Chris, we've talked about this new feature over at Pig Dogs, that YouTube Premium.
Yeah, it's definitely anyone who had the picks yesterday will attest to it. You came out huge. We went 7-1 combined on the morning and the evening show picks. And guys, it's you can't get much better than that. $30 for a premium pick from all 4 of us on the morning show. On the weekends, you even sometimes get a bonus with Ron Romanelli whenever he's on there. Or if you hop on in the evening as well, it's an extra $20. But again, you're only making those picks cheap, or you're getting 8 picks for what, $2 a day, even less than that. Man, you're not going to find any deal like that anywhere on any handicapping site. That's just, if you don't feel comfortable going long term with anybody, you're going to spend the big bucks on a like a 1 day pack and whatever. This will sort of give you some longevity out of the plays. You get to sort of get your feet wet, get into the world of premium handicappers, and then once you get more comfortable, once you build up that bankroll, then you start looking into the longer term packages. But like Tony said, it's a great tool to have on your belt. It's a great tool to utilize. It's just another tool that we give you over here at Pick Dogs.
Absolutely, guys. YouTube Premium, that's one of the best values there here on Pick Dogs. All right, let's continue on here on the show. 9 for you now, Chris. You had that winner last night with the Warriors just pounding the Cavaliers. They've been pounding a lot this year. You're looking at another possible pound game here. Illinois laying 13 here against Northwestern, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Totals 144. This one's on Big Ten.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my specialty, just finding games that are absolute poundings, and this one I think is going to be no different. The thing about Northwestern is you can give this Northwestern team, I don't want to say credit, but you can say, for a team that's on an 11-game losing streak, it could be worse. I mean, this team's not getting blown out. They're hanging in against certain teams. They lost to Indiana at home by 3 in overtime, lost by 5 on the road at Purdue, by 3 on the road at Penn State. This is a team that's not necessarily getting killed, but they're getting killed on the road against the better teams, losing by 14 at Rutgers, by 16 at Wisconsin, by 10 at Ohio State, by 17 at Michigan. This is just those are just they're expected losses, but they're also bad losses just in terms of the volume and how badly they're getting beaten. You look at this Illinois team. Man, this is a good team. 81.6 points per game, shooting 50% from the field, almost inside the top 10 in the country in terms of field goal percentage. Northwestern giving up 73.1 points per game. And you look at the home road splits. Illinois at home scoring almost 82 a game, giving up just over 64. Northwestern on the road, 66 points for, 76 against. And I just don't see any way that this isn't at least a 15-point win for Illinois. I know we've said that about the Illini in the past, and then they've had their stumbles. Like they beat Nebraska only by 5 in overtime in a game that they probably should have won handily. But again, I think that this is the spot where you can really just see Illinois flex some muscle, show that they're the better team, add to Northwestern's misery. Like I said, I like the Illini by at least 15 in a statement win here.
All right, this one on Big Ten Network. Chris is on Illinois, laying the 13 against Northwestern. All right, Chris, let's take a look here at the numbers. You've starting to get hot here on college hoops. We're looking here at 634 units of profit right now. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Oh yeah, I said it yesterday. We're starting to climb back to the top. It's going to be a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint, but you know what? We're going to get there. You mark my words. By the end of the season, we'll be back near the top of that mountain, if not at the top. But I plan on being there. And you know what? As far as tonight goes, got my Tomahawk Tuesday 5-pack for college hoops. Got my 2 for Tuesday. We were able to bring that back for NHL and NBA tonight. We're going to combine those into one package. Guys, my best suggestion: hop on one of those longer term packages. It's not just because we say it every day on the show, but for me, because today you would get Tomahawk Tuesday, which is a package that we've been killing it on in 2021. As well as you'll get Whale Bet Wednesday. Those are my high percentage plays. We're still hitting well over 70% on those in 2021. Guys, hop on 7-day, 30-day, even the yearly. You'll still get all those plays in there. You're going to make a ton of money with those. You also got the season passes that are still up there on the website. Mention the premium YouTube. You still got the 2-for-1 capper deal on there. It's going to give you 2 cappers for a lower price than buying each one of them individually. As I keep saying it, the possibilities for you to make money while saving money are endless at Pick Dogs. Don't miss out on your chance to get them. Go over there, pick something out, make yourself some money, and get some cash in your pockets.
Right, you see right now from Chris Ruffolo plus 634 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Check out his profile page. It's transparent. You can see every pick he's released there and get on board with Chris's Tomahawk Tuesday pass. And, of course, you can take those winnings and upgrade to that long-term pass because that's the best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the length. Just pick up one of those long-term passes, and you'll get every play that Chris releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show, and let's go ahead and welcome in Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Damian, how you doing today?
Hi, doing good, guys. Good to be here.
All right, great to have you. All right, Damon, let's take a look at the game you have tonight. All right, Boston Celtics to host Denver Nuggets, 7 Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel has this one. And we've got, in this game, we've got the Celtics laying 2, a total 222.5.
Yeah, the Nuggets, they just won 3 in a row, probably coming off their biggest win of the season, having beaten the Lakers at home on Sunday night. Celtics, now they're going to be on the road here facing a struggling Celtics team. Celtics coming off a very poor game against the Wizards, which saw them lose by 13 points. As a matter of fact, the Celtics, they've lost 5 of their last 7. But to me, this is still a team with plenty of talent. They got all-star talent. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker. Tatum's last time out against the Wizards here, he just scored just 6 points. I think this is the perfect bounce box spot for him and the Celtics to get a win here. I think I see the Nuggets coming off that emotional high, beating the Lakers. I think we see the Celtics come out focused. We're going to see a lot more intense. And I like them at home with laying the points here in this one.
Yeah, laying the points here with the Celtics minus the 2. I agree with you there, Damon. When you look at the Nuggets, their top 3 scorers are in. But you look at scores 4 through 9, I think they're missing like 5 of those scores. They've got a lot of issues with injuries to their depth, Chris.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. The Nuggets just are missing a ton of depth, and that's what you need to beat this Celtics team, even when they're on a down spell. Because the Celtics can just hurt you from a bunch of different spots on the floor. They can hurt you inside, outside. Damian mentioned Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. This is still a very good Celtics team, even though they've just hit a rough patch, like all good teams do. And, I think I agree. I think the Celtics bounce back tonight, catch the Nuggets, who are going to have a bit of a letdown after such an emotional victory over the Lakers at home. I love the Celtics in this spot.
Yeah, agreement here with the Celtics laying the 2, of course, against the Nuggets, who are really going to miss a lot of depth on that court. At least I think there's 5 players from the rotation out for this one.
I know they have Will Barton, Gary Harris, Paul Millsap are definitely out. I just recently saw that Morris is questionable. So, yeah, they're definitely missing some key pieces to that lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Damien, as we see here over at Pig Dogs Premium, let's take a look at what you got going on right now. 220 units documented NBA this season. What's happening over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, tonight I still have an NCAA play left on the board and my NBA play on the board as well. Starting to heat up in the NBA, so now's the time to jump on board, guys. As everybody mentions here, it's jump on the 3, 7, 30-day plan. Starting to heat up in the NBA. You get one of those packages, you get all my plays, all my sports, and just looking forward to the rest of the week here, guys.
That's right. Get on board with Damian Sosh. See the numbers here in the NBA. He's got a pass for tonight going on. Of course, the long-term pass is the way to go. 3, 7, and 30-day all-sports pass will be every play that Damon releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the terms. You set the length of time when you're there on his profile page. All picks are documented there. All right, Damon, it's always great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, Damian Sosh here on the drive-through. All right, guys, remember those thumbs up, those likes. We greatly appreciate that. Helps us build our audience, and we like that very much. All right, we'll continue on. Don't forget, we'll recap every play on the show at the end here, and I'm the final one up here with my pick, so let's go ahead and get that up here. I'm going to be looking here at Game 1 of the TNT doubleheader. We're going to get the TNT doubleheader covered for you. Grizzlies to host Pelicans. This one 8 Eastern time. We got the Pelicans favor on the road by a 1.5, total 231.5. And my pick for this game is going to be over. I'm going to go over 231.5. Let's face it, Pelicans have played over in 14 of 18 with a push in there. And listen, these are 2 teams right now that are all offense, no defense. You look at the past 5 games, Pelicans are making 50% of their shots, giving up 51%. And you look at the defensive efficiency in that span, scoring 125 points per 100, giving up 125. Memphis, well, shooting 48%, allowing 52% shooting. Grizzlies have, we talked in the past, they have suffered injuries of supporting cast, and it's put a damper on the defense with the offense. The offense is holding up, but the defense is really suffering. I'm going to go over the total of 231.5 here, Chris.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on this at all. I mean, remember the days a few years ago when the Grizzlies were all defense and they were, winning games by holding teams to 95 points. They were barely breaking 100. Man, those days are so. This Grizzlies team now, it's all run, go, go, go. Same thing with the Pelicans. I think this one easily hits 250, maybe even 260. So, yeah, I'm with you on the over in this one.
Agreement here. I look like a track me here. Pelicans and Grizzlies over 231.5. Hey, guys, check out Pig Dogs Premium. I have a 3-pack going tonight from Hoops. It'll go off the top of the hour. Check it out. And, of course, I do also have long-term passes, 7- and 30-day pass. Good time to pick one up for me over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on. Now it's time to go ahead and recap the picks from today's show. El Ninos will join us here. It all started here with Alex Smart. He was on Nebraska plus 10.5 against Maryland. Tony Brown, Penguins minus 125 against Capitals. That's a TV game on NBC Sports Network. Al was on Golden Knights minus 115 against Avalanche. Rod, St. John's minus 1.5 against Xavier. James Clark, take the Nets plus 7 against the Suns. Chris was on Illinois laying the 13 against Northwestern. Damian Sosh, Celtics minus 2 against the Nuggets. Yours truly on the Pelicans, Grizzlies over 231.5. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tony, like I've been doing a lot lately, I'm gonna have to keep it on the panel. I like your over 231.5 for the Pelicans Grizzlies.
All right, over there 231.5. All right, let's go over to Al Ninos. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best? Do we have sound from you, Al? I don't think we have sound from Al Ninos. He might be in the old mute mode. All right, well, I'll go ahead and pick one here out of the plays out there. I'm going to go here with Rod's pick with St. John's minus the 1.5 against Xavier. We see movement from Al. Are you there, Al?
Yeah, I was going to agree with Chris. I liked your play a lot.
All right, so agreement there with Pelicans Grizzlies over 231.5. All right, that does it for another edition of the Drive-Thru. Tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We got 8 cappers booked for the show, so be sure to tune in. And, of course, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the Drive-Thru. I'm sorry, with the morning show. With the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We got Mitch, we got Chris, we got Rod Sawacki, and Brian Biller with the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, we'll follow that here with our show. And, of course, don't forget those YouTube premium shows as well in between. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the cappers from tonight's show. Let's go give a nice welcome, a nice wave to everyone. Have yourself a great night. And we see Rod likes Illinois. I think that's what he's telling us there. Rod with his birdcage cap. Illinois here, button heads. What else is
Somebody stole my pick. Please.
Pick thief. We got a pick thief on the panel here. All right. And don't forget tonight. Don't forget you'll have to catch Rod and Chris later tonight when they get those overnights from the NHL, those videos up there, guys. So you get them in the morning or get them late at night. You always get those over at Pig Dogs. All right. Hey, guys, have a great night.